Welcome to the video, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. So in this video, firstly, I'm going to be keeping it short and sweet. I keep saying that, but this one's going to happen, right? So we're going to look at something that I'm asked very frequently, and I am going to give you a whistle-stop tour. I'm not going to go into too much depth. I'm going to give you the figures nice and clearly. So stay tuned until the end. Now, it's important when you begin your Amazon journey to know what you will need and when. There's a lot of confusion about it. You know, am I going to need all the money now? Am I going to need it later on in 5 weeks, 6 weeks? How's it going to work? So let's have a look and I'll run through it. Now, day one, a course is optional. Now, I always, put that across to anyone who asks me. You have a choice. You don't necessarily need to have a course. I would always suggest buying a course. From my experience, it makes things far easier, simpler. It enables you to get to the end goal much quicker and with far less stress. Listening to someone who basically has experience and knows what they're talking about and following a proven guide. But it is optional, right? So we're not going to look at it in this example. So day one. Jungle Scout research software, you're going to need that. We have looked at the Chrome extension Lite version, which is £74, right? Absolutely no exception. You are going to need that. There is other software. I've trialed other software. I prefer Jungle Scout. So £74 would be what you'd need on day one. Now, from that point, you're not going to need anything at all until week 3. And this is an example. So I would expect by week 3, you've been using Jungle Scout, you've come up with some ideas, you've looked at sourcing them, you've worked out your profit margins and basically analysed the market, done your market research, and you're ready to place a sample order. A sample will be £30, right? Week 3, you would need a sample. I would also suggest at that point creating an Amazon account just so you can get familiar with the layout and how it all works. And you can also open up cases with seller support if you've got any queries about a particular category or anything like that. So another £55 on week 3. So you can see straight away, people think, oh no, I'm going to need £1,000 day one. You're definitely not going to need that. So we can see week 3. Now, week 4, we're going to look at placing our main order. So a week later, after we've received our sample via express delivery, it takes about 3 days. You love it, the branding's amazing, the private labeling is amazing. You're thinking, great, I'm going for it, this is fantastic. So we're going to look at an example of 200 units at £3. Comes to £600. A lot of people, again, think they're going to need all of that on the 4th week. That's not true as well. So I always recommend to my own students, we look to put a 30% deposit down for various reasons. Firstly, cash flow enables you to have more cash at that point. And secondly, gives you a bit of a security blanket because you're going to want to see images of the products and videos even to QC them down the line before you pay the remaining 70% rather than paying it all at one point. So week 4, we've got an example of 200 units at £3. You'll be paying £180 deposit to start production on your products, right? Super simple. Barcodes. Anyone who tells you that you can buy barcodes from anywhere other than GS1 is wrong, basically, the nicest way possible. So you can't buy barcodes from Barcode Mania, from getabarcode.com. It's too risky. I've been on direct contact with senior people in Amazon and read their terms of service. They have to be sourced from GS1. Now, it's not the end of the world. You basically get a huge amount of barcodes for £119. I actually don't remember the exact figure. It's about 500 or something, so you're never going to use them all. Works out about 11 pence. Actually, no, I know what it is. It's 1,000 barcodes because it works out 100. It works out 11 pence roughly for a barcode. Right? Divide that by 1,000. It's about 11 pence a barcode, so it's cheaper than anywhere else. But you do have to pay the 119 and for an annual year membership. Bit of a pain, but do it the safe way, do it the right way, the way that Amazon recognize and they're looking for. If you risk it and go with anything else, they can shut you down, basically. Something that a lot of people don't know. Week 6, right, we're looking at product imagery. Now, a rough guide, £30 to £50. I have specific sources for this, freelancers, different people who can do it very cheaply. So average £50 or £40 even, sorry. We can actually do it for free. I have in the past managed to do it for free and have methods on how to do that. But we're going to look at a £40 example. Following on to the next question, the sun's just come out. Oh, bright. So week 8, right? So we're talking 8 weeks down the line. Might even be slightly more, might be 10 weeks, depends how quickly you're moving. We're going to go 8 weeks. Your products are finished, you pay the remaining 70% on that order. Everything looks great. You love the private labeling, you love the branding, you love the quality. You pay the remaining $420. You have to pay VAT and duty to get them into the country. You have to factor those costs in as well. That will be paid pretty much on, the very, very near or soon after you pay your remaining final 70%, because once you pay that, they're going to be shipping them within a few days. And as soon as they ship them and they start getting transported over to Europe or the UK, you'll be paying that VAT and duty very soon after that point. So we're including it in week 8, might be week 9. Transaction fee, that's on the payment with Alibaba. That's 3%. By the way, I probably should have put that in there. So we're going to chuck that in there now. So these are all the costs, right? It comes up to 1056. So 1056 being the total amount, but you absolutely do not need that from day one. You can see how much it's split up. Day one, you only need that, £74. Week 3, I'm not going to go through it again because I'm going to go over my time. But you can see how it's broken up. For someone who is on a budget and they're looking to work at a specific pace that isn't too quick, and they haven't got all the money initially to invest in this, you can see exactly how it all breaks down. And again, you can prolong this if you would rather do it over a 16-week period. You can get started and start analyzing the market and finding products that are showing good potential, and you can progress and sort of stagger the payments even more. But that's a breakdown. How long have I been? I don't know. We'll soon see. Any questions, direct them to info@amazonsupremacy.com, and I'll see you all soon.